On a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And the Jaguar first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Hey, Sam up!
Here's Etienne. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 15 yards. And the Jaguars will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos nothing. Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
This is Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Go! Check, lucky. Hard. Watch the shit. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence flushed out right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Squeeze. Twist on travel.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 9. Hey, lock it. Watch the whip. Check. Bam.
A give to Etienne running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Leo! Look at me! Go!
A give running right, Etienne. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Watch out!
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
We go! 8 feet. Let's go, Mike 50. Activity's trash. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Go!
Now Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It could pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Etienne. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once more, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's at the 30, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Check 52. Show an 8. Show an 8. Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, fighting off the defender. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Crash, crash. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. I'm coming. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Back to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Yes, yes. Check, crunch. Check,
Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, completes this to Ward. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Kill. Watch the eye.
Now Lawrence on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Ward.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Steps away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Watch twins. Hey, echo.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
You got three. Three down. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 25. Check 25.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And Lambeau will put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Taken in at the 3. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better.
Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence, flush to his right. That one complete. He finds Shark. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Another tote for Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. 6-6 bullet pass. Hey, check. 50. Come on. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
A toss running left. Parks. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Doug Costin, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll try the right side with Jones. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Welcome back now to Denver. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, Foxtrot. 61, match box, right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Lawrence. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Hey, Sam off.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Check. Switch. Go.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 15. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, they'll throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's got some space here.
No, sir.
Touchdown,
no, sir.
Jaguars.
Nice job,
Travis Etienne saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 52. Show it up. Check. It's a safety creep.
And they'll go again with ETN. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look?